way it went in, it hit his neck, it shattered all these arteries, but it also did damage to the lower midbrain, is what they call it. So
Well, it shattered 3 vertebrae in the neck. It was like the 1, 2, and 3.
right.
So once those 3 were out, he's done.
But not only that, they're saying that the damage to the brain, that immediately cuts off oxygen in the brain, right? So maybe you find a pulse for a little bit, but he's gone, right? And his arm position, the way he went back is he braced like this, and that's indicative of
Brain damage, severe brain
damage done. So if it was an AR-15, it would, and it went right through. It might have done that kind of damage as well, but it goes right in line with the theory that this was an expanding bullet because it did such severe damage that it literally took him out immediately in that sense. You know what I mean?
Well,
it wasn't a clipping shot.
Here's the thing, when you're comparing the AR-15 and the 5.56 to the 30-06, you're comparing apples and oranges. All right, there's 2 different rounds that are used for 2 different purposes. The 5.56 is an intermediate range round. All right, and when we've seen the 5.56 used in criminal situations, it's usually at a close distance. School shootings, things like that. We see the 5.56 that's used at a very close distance. The bullets are traveling in excess of 3,000 feet per second. It's essentially point blank range, which means that they don't have to adjust for ballistics drop or the bullet drop. Those bullets are traveling so fast, they're going to go through and through almost every time. All right. When if you shot somebody point blank with a 30-06, it would do the same thing. But the 30-06 is designed to be a long-range cartridge. When it was founded, it was made in 1906. Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
It was made in 1906, and the specifications for it were that they wanted it to be able to make a 1,000-yard shot. So this, whereas the 30-06, whereas the 5.56, I think it's a 300 to 500-yard shot. So you're dealing with a bullet that's meant to go much farther.
Right, and leads me to the next question. People say, "Oh, made a crazy shot." Do you think that was a hard shot? So it's funny. I knew you would say that, right? He's nodding no to the Spotify listeners and Apple Podcasts. He's nodding no. But I sat across a former Marine sniper, a friend of mine.
Yeah.
We were sitting there, and that shot was what, 200 yards? What was it work out to?
It was something like 131.266 yards.
Right. So when the snipers in the Marines are starting to shoot, he told me, the first shots they're taking are 200 yards.